What's up, guys? This is Ty Zen. With me today, I have the Honorable Grandmaster, world-renowned, legendary, LeonFu.com, the great oracle of cryptocurrency. Right?
All right.
In this video, guys, we want to follow up and talk about how, in the previous video, we talked about having a financial edge, right? And, figuring out what is your edge in when you're trying to make life-changing money. In this video, guys, we want to talk about, what type of edge you should be seeking, right? That's realistic for you, and then how to put it to use so that it actually makes you life-changing money. Okay?
All right.
So how between just to recap what we talked about in a previous video, there's pretty much three major types of edge that you have, and one is an early information edge, one is a technology edge, and one is a mathematical edge, where you have you create a system or a process of investing where it favors you, it gives you the advantage, it gives you the house advantage or the edge in making money, right? So what is the ones that we should focus on?
Okay.
Right?
All right. Now here's the thing with an edge, right? Just because you have an edge on something, doesn't mean you necessarily will make money.
Exactly.
All right. It doesn't necessarily mean that there's plenty of people who are good. You hear about artists and
I'm a badass artist.
Or
what does that matter?
What does that matter?
Yeah.
So all of it starts with an edge, right? Like to really make sustainable, life-changing money, you do need an edge.
Yeah.
But not all edges
make you money.
Right?
Yeah.
So
turn right here.
Turn right.
Right here.
All right. So we're going to talk about like what actually makes you money.
Okay.
Okay. So
we're talking about having an edge and using it. The type of edge that makes you money and using it.
People have to. Okay. So I have to introduce a new concept about something called value.
Yeah.
Okay. What is value? Because if you don't understand what value is, you're not going to understand like how to use your edge to make money.
Mm-hmm.
All right, because it's really about creating value.
Yeah.
All right, that wasn't previously there, or
giving value
to someone who did not have it before.
Or making people aware of the value
or
of it
making people
when they're not aware of it.
When they're not aware of it, right?
Yeah.
So I have to introduce we have to introduce this concept called value, right?
Okay.
And believe it or not, value is not in the object itself.
Mm-hmm.
It's created by the individuals who value it.
So, for example, like a lot of times people say gold has value.
Yes.
Right? But silver has value.
It's a piece of metal.
It's a piece of metal. It's a piece of rock out on the earth that somebody took and melted it.
Yeah.
And make it pure.
Yeah.
And then humans give it value.
Yeah. Here.
No. Take a right.
I take a right there. All right. Yeah. So let's talk about like value. Value. You have to understand that value.
Yeah.
Is something that is it exists in the minds of the people doing the giving it value.
Yeah. Let's park right here in the shadows real quick.
All right. So.
Yeah. Okay. Right there.
So what you have to understand is that no matter what your edge is.
Yeah.
Right. No matter whether it's an information edge or a time edge or whatever that is. Right. Mm-hmm. Something you know how to do. Right.
Yeah.
There is a cost to that.
Yeah.
Right? Now, even if it doesn't cost you money,
mm-hmm.
At least it costs you time.
Yeah.
And it costs you energy.
Yeah.
And it costs, it may not be a monetary cost,
mm-hmm.
but there definitely is a cost.
Yeah.
Right?
Usually it's either in time or money.
Time or money or energy.
Okay? Yeah, which is effort.
Your effort, right?
Yeah.
Your labor, right?
Yeah.
So you have to realize that no matter what you're good at, there's a cost.
Yeah.
Right? And when you have an edge, the way you make money mm-hmm. is you find people who value whatever your edge is higher than the cost that it costs you to provide that.
Yeah.
Right? So whatever it is you're doing,
mm-hmm.
you have to find a customer or a mm-hmm. buyer or somebody who values what you're doing, and they value it at, they place greater value on whatever it is your edge is, than the cost it was for you, the cost it was to you to provide that.
Yeah, so let's take a few examples, for example, right?
Yeah.
For example, when, you know, our colleague and friend, the Bitcoin Meister,
Sure.
Adam Meister, the Disrupt Meister, the Bitcoin Meister, right?
Yeah.
So he has a consulting service where he consults on how to set up your Bitcoin hardware wallet, such as the Trezor.
Sure.
So that's how he supports himself, and he's done a lot of research on how to safely store Bitcoins on a Trezor hardware wallet.
Sure.
Right? So because of that, there are people that have dozens or hundreds of Bitcoins out there that they don't know how to safely store it on a hardware wallet.
Sure.
So they'd rather pay him for the consulting service, because the consulting fee that they pay him is much smaller
than the value,
than the risk of losing 100 Bitcoins.
That's right.
Right?
That's right. So,
and it's the same thing like when people approach us and they want to attend one of our cryptocurrency investing boot camps, or they want to learn from us about how to invest in cryptocurrencies correctly, the value that they get out of, you know, our mistakes and our experiences is much higher than what they have to pay to attend the boot camp.
Yeah. That's how value is created. It's when the person paying you, or the person that you're providing your service to, places a higher value on it than the cost it was for you to provide that service.
Yeah.
Or a product, or whatever it is, a product or service.
We had several people that contacted us to show them how to invest in cryptocurrencies.
Sure.
And they have like 20,000 ethers, 40,000 ethers.
Yeah.
You know, I had one guy, he had like a few thousand Bitcoins.
Yeah, sure.
So what he has to invest in us to show him how to invest in cryptocurrencies is significantly way less than what he already has in his inventory.
Sure.
You know, so is that what you're talking about?
So that's one way, right? But it doesn't have to be that, right?
Yeah.
It that's a very clear example. Like it costs me, it'll cost me much less if I just learn how to do this from
someone that already knows it,
then
that already made all the fuck ups already.
Yeah, and then for him to actually go figure it out himself.
Yeah.
Because it would take that much longer.
It would take like 4 years and several hundreds of thousands of dollars in losses to learn it.
So that's a value that we can provide, right?
Yeah.
So you have to ask yourselves those two questions, right?
Okay. Hey, you use the example of we just talked about Spotify today.
All right.
You said that Google's going to buy the company Spotify for $481 million.
41 billion, I think it was.
41 billion.
Yeah, because they had 50 million paying customers.
Yeah.
And I think Spotify costs $10 a month. Guys, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think
it's a small amount.
It's a small amount, right?
Yeah.
But anyway, you take the 41 billion, you divide it by the 50 million,
and we came out with like $800 something dollars.
Something like $800 something per subscriber, right?
Yeah.
Somewhere around there. And then you asked me, well, can we get $831 per subscriber? Right?
Our channel has like 7,000 subscribers. Can we sell the channel for $800 per subscriber?
Just like Spotify did, right?
Yeah, 800 times 7,000. That's what, 5.6 million or something.
Yeah,
like
something
that?
like that. Yeah. So.
And you said no, we can't.
I said no, we are not worth 800. But then you asked me why.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And I said, well, those 50 million customers they have are paying.
Yeah, our subscribers, unfortunately you guys are not paying, to watch these
$5
videos.
or even $10.
So we can't sell the channel.
Yeah, that's right.
To Google.
Yeah,
for
$800
per subscriber.
Yeah, that's right. So that's number one. But number two is they also have the infrastructure. They built the whole music on demand infrastructure. They have relationships with the music artists.
Yeah.
They have the software.
And they have a name brand.
They have a name brand. And they have an entire engineering team that is very, very valuable to Google.
So basically, the $48 billion
the 41
billion that they paid to Spotify for their business seems a lot to us and other people, the journalists and the people in the world.
Yeah.
But to Google, that $41 billion is a very small fee to acquire all that value.
Yeah. So
the talented developers and engineers.
And I think they're profitable too.
Yeah.
They make money, right?
Yeah, and all the paying subscribers and all that.
Yeah,
so
that's right.
That seems big, but it's small in comparison to the big value that they got for
That's
it.
right.
Okay.
That's right. So that, and then obviously Spotify investors made a ton of money. Because if you can go, there's a website called crunchbase.com that you can type in Spotify or any other startup, and then you can look at how much money was put into the company by its investors, right? They have a whole database of startups that potentially get bought up, and typically, it's we talk about how many X's that a cryptocurrency returns,
which
right?
means how many times,
how many multiples, right?
Yeah.
The kinds of returns that we get in cryptocurrency investing, tech startups, it's very common to get 3x, 4x, 10x, 100x, 50x happens all the time. And
it's just that it's not available to the average person.
And we made a video about that a few months ago about why it's not available, right?
Yeah, we're the biggest coffee shop in Dallas.
In Dallas. So that's why we are so excited about cryptocurrency investing, is because for the first time
in human history that everyone is eligible.
Everyone is eligible, right? Because you couldn't invest in Spotify.
No.
Right? I mean, Google just took them out for $41 billion.
Yeah.
Right? If you were anywhere, whether you were the first, angel investors or whether you were in the last round, you made a ton of money.
Yeah.
I mean,
if you were an early investor in Spotify, you made thousands of % profit.
Yeah, that's right.
But that's not available to people like you and I and the others on Main Street.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Okay.
And that's a big reason why we are working on this channel so much.
Okay. So let's just summarize real quick.
Yeah.
You identify what the edge that you have is that gives you the ability to create life-changing finances.
Sure.
But the edge that you have has to provide greater value.
Yeah. Than what it cost you.
Than what it's going to cost you.
To someone else. Yeah. And obviously he has to be able to pay you too. Yeah.
My value and my knowledge about cryptocurrency investing and the mistakes that I made and the experience I made and the profits I made, right? When I share it with you, the knowledge that I share with you is going to be significantly more valuable than what you pay me for that knowledge.
That's right.
And that's where you can take advantage of your edge.
That's right.
Because, like, for example, even though I have the baddest art knowledge, it means nothing to you.
That's right.
So I can't sell you my art knowledge, or you're not willing to pay me for my art knowledge.
That doesn't mean someone else wouldn't be.
Yeah, it doesn't mean somebody else won't do it, but it just means that
it's not. I'm not the customer. I'm not your potential.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm not your potential customer for that.
Okay.
That edge that you have.
Yeah. Okay. So, that makes sense. So, hopefully, guys, in the previous video, we talked about having the information edge, the early information edge, the technology edge, and the mathematical edge, right? Hopefully you guys learned something from that and try to identify what is your edge when you're looking to make life-changing money and life-changing finances. Hopefully this video following up with it also helps you to see that, and be sure to share this video with your friends, family, and colleague who wants to learn how to make life-changing finances. If you guys like these type of life-changing finance videos, give us a thumbs up. If you don't like it, give us a thumbs down. You're not gonna hurt our feelings, okay? we don't care. Thumbs up or thumbs down.
Yeah.
Okay. But if you guys do, we appreciate it. And if you guys want to follow us and get our newsletter, make sure that you subscribe to www.cryptocurrency.market/newsletter. And it's spelled just like you hear it. And we'll see you guys in the next video.